We're all so good now.
I know, we're too shy now, I think.
I know.
Not a single one of you says anything rude or awful for the captions.
There's no more butts before.
There's no
We're on, by the way. We're like fully
Butts
It's
and
live.
because
butts and
we
butts
don't
and
have
butts
Lauren
and
with
butts
us,
and
like
butts and
Yeah.
butts and butts and butts.
Ah, I see that we are back to wrangling actual teenagers. It must be
Yes.
Monday.
Hello.
Hi everybody. Welcome to Hellions of Carnocht. It is the third episode of our new spiffy reboot as a whole brand new world, which is insane and amazing still to play through, and I'm very, very hype. For those of you who have watched Hellions before, you will notice a few things are different. Namely, that Hellions now takes place in its own little world that I have designed. It started off as a spin off of Windmore. That has now changed. It grew. It was like Tribbles. So you get one, and then suddenly there's a nation. But we are going to find my brain because it has left my head today. Do we have
like
any
you pee.
announcements?
I think,
Pre-order your book.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool. Yeah, so we're all a bunch of content creators here, and the biggest announcement that I have at the moment is that my book is up for pre-order through DC. It's called Galaxy, the Prettiest Star. It is up for pre-order anywhere that you can buy graphic novels, specifically Penguin Random House, and if you must, it is available through Amazon. It's a sci-fi story about a alien princess who finds herself disguised as a human boy for her own safety. And it will be coming out in May the 17th, I believe. But don't quote me on that because I can never remember. I only drew the dang thing. Does anybody else have any announcements?
I am very attractive.
Hell
It's true.
yeah.
Nice, fair.
Mhm.
Fair.
The world needs to know this is a very important announcement.
Yeah, we don't have cams on this one, so need to
Yeah.
tell people.
Go
As
Mhm.
to
far as going critical announcements go, um, we will be having some new emotes at some point. There have been discussions laid down while Nick just sweats profusely off to the side. There have also been some secret discussions of more Patreon content, which keep your eyes peeled for that. And if you would like to join our community, we have a Discord that you can check out, which has fan art, chats, memes. It's all good and wonderful fun. We also have a Patreon if you would like to check that out, that has behind the scenes content. It has little standalone, like, fan fiction that we write about our own. It's just called fiction, then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just fiction.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you.
Yeah. Whoops. We've also got like a spice channel on Patreon. We have
I've
homebrew
been
content on there. So if that all sounds fantastic to you, go ahead and check that out. Um, in which case, we give a huge shout out to our patrons, our current patrons, who are lovely and wonderful and have supported us for a while. You are all very much so loved. And yeah, welcome to Hellions of Carnocht. We are a live play theater of the mind D&D stream using D&D 5e rules that are liberally bent and misshaped because I am a new DM and I'm learning the rules while I'm breaking them, so it's always fun. And I am joined by our lovely and wonderful cast. Would you like to introduce yourself, guys?
Oh.
Wow.
you spoke, you're going first.
No.
Yep, you spoke first, you're going first.
I'm also on the left. My name's Emily. I'm an artist. Um, I forget everything about myself when we do this. Um, I play as Zanthe, the changeling warlock sorcerer asshole. And my Twitter is, I think, on underneath me. Yeah, it's at Emily Pearson Art if you're just listening to audio right now. Hey.
What is your fun fact this week?
Oh, we're doing fun facts. We're doing our character's favorite warm drinks, not alcoholic drinks. Um, so Zam's favorite is just I don't know coffee very well, so but I'm assuming he would have like the most caffeinated coffee where you could put like
Red eye.
espresso shots. Is that I don't know what that is, but
It's an iced coffee with espresso shots in it.
okay, yeah, that sounds right. So what Ned said is my my boy's drink in that case.
So speaking of Ned, hello, I'm Ned. I am on all the internet as at the Ned Barnett. I play our half elf rogue fighter, pretty boy dumbass, jerk face, Monty.
Don't forget
And
Scar Magnet.
Scar Magnet. Yeah, he is our Scar Magnet. He's currently a burnt marshmallow, having been caught on fire in the in the last game. And Monty's fun fact: he has two whole friends. He does. Monty's fun fact this week for his hot drink is that he likes his coffee just like his soul. And no one's gonna finish this for me.
I
So
forgot. I told you I would forget.
He is the TikTok sound of I like my coffee just like as dark as my soul, which is a glass of milk.
Oh,
Glass of steamed milk. Kind
Yeah.
of a latte.
Yeah. Kind
Yeah.
of frothy and kind of sweet.
Yeah. No, actually, he drinks black coffee. But that joke was too good to pass up.
Yes. And hello, I'm Nick, aka at Nickterhorst, aka at Nick.tattoos. And I am playing Tink, the high elf artificer who has never done anything wrong in his entire life and is just a good boy having a real bad time. And Tink's favorite hot drink order is generally just like a sweet coffee, like kind of sugar and milk kind of thing. But if Belial's making it, he drinks it black.
like impressive.
Oh, no.
Or like...
No, because he's like, this man would like literally kill me if I put anything in this coffee. And B, because like it actually tastes good. He doesn't get good coffee. He's not a good coffee person.
Belial is a good coffee person, which is why it's enforced.
Exactly. Exactly.
I see. That's like speaking of TikTok, that's like the old TikTok video where the guy like spends a really long time making perfect, incredible, like measured out coffee, and then his wife just dumps like a huge thing of sugar into it, and he's like, "No."
Yes.
So that's
exactly.
you.
Yeah.
That is the Barting dynamic.
Hi guys, I'm Dodger, and I play Yulie, who's a sweet anxiety wizard. And Yulie drinks like a decent amount of caffeine. But like justifies it by being like, "Oh, but it's not, it's not like the super caffeinated stuff." So she drinks a lot of like a lot of lattes, a lot of sweet drinks, a lot of, things that where she can be like, it's not, it's not like strong. It's just to like get me to the next drink kind of a thing.
Of course, the next drink is also caffeine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So she lies to herself. But it's a lot, it's a lot of like sweet sort of latte things.
I guess that means that it's my turn.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Danny. I'm playing Yenna, the smartest dumbass you'll ever meet. You can find me on the internet at Bishalain on Twitter because that's the only place I hang out now. Not sure if I like it. And God, what is Yenna? Probably is that asshole that has like the mile-long Starbucks It's like,
Her
"Oh, white-"
Starbucks order is longer than she is tall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, like white peach
Cute.
green tea latte with half sugar, extra foam, like just goes on for a while. So, but yeah, probably exclusively a tea drinker.
Dude, I've noticed something about about her. She's really bad to service workers. Like,
No,
Yeah.
any better question for her?
Oh.
She's not a bad person. She's just like a bad upbringing. Let's go with that. What can I cost?
It's room for growth. It's room for
Yeah.
growth.
yeah, it's the character development.
Is
Yes.
this,
Yeah.
Listen,
is this where I tell you that the abuse of service workers in Carnocht is like a jailable offense?
Well, Yenna's going to jail.
I mean,
Monty
she
will not
literally
bear
set
you
like
out.
No.
she literally set like
10 years of retail has done this to me.
I don't think she's explicitly like a piece of shit. She was mad at that one guy because he was an asshole. Okay, that
Didn't she
receptionist
yell
was a
at
dick.
the what's it called? The receptionist too, though?
Oh, she did.
Remember that run?
No, maybe
that
that's the
was
one
the
guy.
guy. That was the
No,
guy.
that is the
Oh,
guy.
oh
Yeah.
wait, it was the
And he
same
was an
guy.
asshole.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He was
Oh, yeah,
terrible.
he deserved it.
He also
did
works at the
deserve
same
it.
Starbucks that she goes to, so it's-
Well,
Yeah.
you know, that's his fault.
That's why he nightlights.
It's not his fault.
No,
Oh,
it's not.
dear.
It's not. I've worked a lot of retail, guys. I'm not a bad person. I swear.
Also, I adore the episode 3 vibe check 5.
Yeah, it was not a good roll, guys.
Yeah.
So we're going into this one hot. We're going in hot.
Yeah. Let's go.
That's how we go into whole
BB.
Hellions. Get your feet ready to burn. But yeah,
Monty's
Last
armpit
time.
are already burning.
Uh-huh.
they are, it's true. But last time on Hellions of Carnocht, let's jump right in. A confrontation with the local school strange man, Abraxas Thrax, went awry after spellwise shenanigans, leaving Yulie, Yenna, and Tink with a sinking feeling they'd lost an ally. Across the school, Zanthe and Monty attempted a heist, leaving a smouldering wreck of a hallway in their wake after an accidental fireball. Instead of treasures, they found Balthazar's lab ransacked and a mysterious door left ajar.
And blood. Lots of blood.
Oh yeah, like a trail of blood.
Yeah, there was indeed a trail of blood. I believe we left off exactly as you'd walked through the door as well.
We did.
Yeah.
So, we set our scene. Yulie,
Yes.
after your confrontation with Abraxas, in which you were both very confused and very afraid at the same time, you went with Yenna to the school hospital, to the clerical wing, to receive some treatment, considering you had passed out while trying to say something in the middle of the hall during the confrontation with Abraxas.
Hmm.
Yenna, you had terrorized a receptionist.
Maybe.
There's no more that I can add to that. You've just terrorized
that's
a
it.
receptionist. Yeah.
Which, again, I think it's worth saying he deserved it. He
He
sucked.
really deserved it. He was
He's
being
real jerk.
he was being a real jerk, guys. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot stress this enough.
You'd
Oh my
received your treatment, and in hopes of avoiding the very lovely nurse who just wanted to get you to talk and open up about what happened, you had both fled the clerical wing. As you step outside, it's dark at this point of the night. The moon is out. There's the faint sounds of the party that's still going on back in the main part of the castle. There's no one wandering around. It's very quiet, very chill, except for this trailing column of smoke that appears to be coming out of the third floor artificing rooms that are directly above the wizarding rooms. There is just black smoke coming straight out of that hallway and the windows.
Stop.
Oh.
Don't investigate that.
Yeah.
No, please investigate that.
Yulie would look and be like, "Oh, come on."
God. I think
That doesn't have to be us, right? Like I can just
I
we can
it might. Let's. Maybe we should go talk to Tink and see if that has to be us. Tink is
Okay.
a whatever number year.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever number here.
I don't know that Yenna knows.
Yeah, she'd know that he's been a third year for the 3 years that she's been there, so.
Yeah, I mean, she'll know that, but she won't know how many years that total, I think.
Yeah.
That actually equates to. But yeah. So.
Yeah, if Yenna like leads the way, Yulie will just kind of like follow.
Yeah, she is going to like walk in and be like, "Are you good though? Like that was a lot. Just before the notebook, it was a lot. Now there's the notebook."
I know, and she like seem like she's getting dizzy or like something's almost gagging her. And she'll just kind of stop for a second and close her eyes and take a couple deep breaths and go, we'll figure it out later. It's I don't know how to fix it, so we'll figure it out later, okay?
Okay, but you're good. You don't actually need to go to bed because like that's also an option.
Oh, I need to go to bed. Yeah, I really, really need to go to bed. But something's apparently on fire, and I will be thinking about that in bed. So we might as well just walk that direction.
Okay. So, yeah. Yenna is like just fretting, like just kind of like hovering, like obnoxiously, being like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Like she's very like concerned. So she's
Can
like
I get you
constantly.
guys both to make me a perception check?
Okay.
Not that 90% of my job in this game is to just sit here and throw out random perception checks or anything.
10.
Okay. No?
Oh, was that a Yenna?
What? Oh, I said 18. We might have said it at the same time.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
Okay, alright. Yulie, you are too caught up in the feeling of your throat closing over and the world kind of spinning still. Yenna, you see from the corner of your eye something beginning with S. Like the silvery mist. It's there for just a second and then gone.
Oh no. Can I do like an intelligence roll or something like that to see if that sparks a memory of?
Yeah, you can roll me a history check.
Yeah.
For those at home who are wondering, there has been some time shenanigans that have sent the Hellions back in time to the first day of school. By rolling a history check, the players can check to see if they have lived something like this before.
Yeah.
Is it 15?
A 15?
Yeah.
You get this cold shiver of fear down your spine. This is too familiar. You're not quite 100% certain as to what it was. You just remember white, misshapen, and fear.
Oh god. Oh god.
What?
I thought I saw something and it made me think that something like this had happened before. I don't know. Tonight's a really
Well-
super weird night for vibes.
Well, like what what do you think you remembered? What did it?
I mean, I thought I saw a ghost, and then I thought that, like, for sure saw a ghost. Maybe some other time. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't think I
Rather a
remember
little bit.
ever seeing a ghost, but
I would like to be inside now.
okay, let's get inside.
Let's go.
This is where I tell you the closest building is the Artificers building. But
Is like, no, we're gonna go and try to find Tink. That's her plan.
back at the Great Hall, where there is much dancing, merrymaking, and a lot of ill-advised alcohol swapping hands, Tink, you have just seen from across the room the man that you have loved for 10 years flirting with the man that you know will become his boyfriend.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I don't think Tink is looking at that anymore, actually. I think he has left. I think he is storming off towards the dorms. Not even storming off, just like sadly trudging off. Smoking the rest of his joint.
Despondent trudging as you slowly get high.
Yep.
This is a good time to warn everybody that this is a mature stream that does handle adult themes.
Yes.
So you go out into the grounds. It's quiet. The air is quite chill. It's a late summer evening. There is a giant plume of smoke in the sky. It's not hard to miss. It's coming from the vague directions of your classrooms.
Cool. I think he's just gonna book it. He knows that that the vibes tonight are terrible. We know this. Would that be enough to remind him of anything in particular, or should I roll history?
Roll history with advantage.
Okay, well, the first roll is a 25. And the second roll is also a 25. I just rolled 218.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Looking towards problems does jog quite a few memories. It's certainly familiar, particularly running towards problems in the artificing wing.
Yeah.
You don't remember a whole lot about what happened in the year that you already lived. But you do remember having a strange sort of friendship with the artificing tutor. Most importantly, you remember that this man can do nothing right and that you have rescued him on several occasions.
That sounds right.
One of which occasions was on this very night the first time round.
Yeah, and I think as he realizes that, he's just like, oh, fuck. And, like, really takes off running.
I will add in with a history check that high that you do remember that you saw blood splattered across Araxis's boots. And you know that those two men have something of a volatile rivalry.
Great. Yeah, cool.
So you book it towards the artificing rooms, yeah?
Yep.
Yenna, Yulie, it is not hard to miss Tink just barreling down the steps from the upper castle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
wondering if I was gonna bowl them over. Like...
No.
Roll me a dexterity save.
Oh, no.
Oh my god. How far away is Tink?
Rapidly approaching.
Roll me a dexterity save.
Great. Mine's an 11, so...
What is this, a dex save?
Yeah. See if we crash into each other. Or if you guys get out of the way before I crash into you.
Oh my god.
16.
Nice.
Sweet. Yenna, Yulie, you both see Tink before he's seen you. And you manage to move out of the way just at the moment that you see the oh god, I'm gonna crash look on Tink's face as the artificer just goes skidding past you guys, like through the middle of you.
I like to think we're like holding hands or we have our arms linked or something while we're like running, and we see Tink coming, and we immediately just like split in two and either go to either side and just let Tink fall.
Yeah, pretty much. Also,
Tink, the
he's
grass
like,
is kind of nice this time of year.
yeah, it's like 3 feet taller than you guys. It's not eye level. He's like just not paying attention.
It's just that 40 high elfness coming through.
All right. We need to.
Yeah,
need to get
what?
to-
There's the smoke and the
Yeah. I saved Balthazar's life tonight. I haven't. We need to get up there.
Okay. Well, you're gonna run faster than us, so you go, and we'll catch up.
Cool. The 3rd floor. It might be trapped. You can't miss it. You'll be fine. And he runs
We
up the
can't miss the
stairs.
traps, or we can't miss the floor. Wait, come back.
He's gone.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
That's helpful. Okay.
The artificing rooms just be like that sometimes.
Tink,
God.
everything is kind of fine until you hit the 2nd floor. The
second
moment that you
floor.
hit the 2nd floor is when the smoke really seems to have come down the stairwell.
Okay.
You get the impression that above you there is a proper fire raging.
Okay. He's gonna cast resistance on himself and
Okay. Resistance, give me the terms of that.
it's like bless or guidance. You can roll 1d4 and add the number to a saving throw of choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
In which case, I do need you to make a constitution check against the smoke that is currently filling the area that you're in.
A check or a save?
Save.
Cool. Very important information. My boy doesn't have great con. Okay, and I am gonna use that resistance. 12 plus 3 is 15.
15?
Yeah.
The air is so thick that it really does kind of burn as you breathe it in, but you crouch down low enough that you can breathe and make your way towards the stairwell. Yulie, Yenna, are you entering the building at all?
Yeah, I think so.
No. I don't think we would have let Tink just go by himself, so. Yeah.
As my boy runs into a burning building, yeah.
Yes! Oh, dumbass.
On our way over there, I would conjure a mask for Yenna to wear
Aw.
to help with the
Cute.
smoke.
Okay. Yeah, she'll put it on just like I assume you make one for yourself too, so.
I can only make one, but it's
Oh.
cool. No, it's fine. I would probably wait until we were in the smoke and then lie to you and be like, "Yeah, I'm making one for myself. Don't worry about it."
You guys
You're
might be
over-
short enough to avoid the smoke, though.
Roll
Yeah.
deception.
Oh god. Okay, so Yenna's definitely we'll put it on. Not gonna fact check that. But yeah, would be moving probably. I don't know. Yenna would be moving cautiously. She's not dumb enough to run directly into fire.
Speak for yourself.
Hey. Tink does lots of things that Yenna wouldn't do. But yeah, so moving in, but for sure.
Okay. So in moving in, I do need both of you to make constitution saves.
$13.
13.
13. Ho, 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 ho. With a 13. Oh, Yenna, you roll with advantage, sorry, because you have the mask.
That's a 15 then.
Nice.
Okay. So, Yenna, you are coping. The air is still really thick and very uncomfortable. Yulie, you're finding it kind of hard. I need you to take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
As you get to the end of the second floor hall, Tink, is when you start to see the fire. There is just a wall of flame in front of you. There's not so much of a risk of the hallway collapsing. A lot of the school is actually made out of stone. But a lot of the fixtures on the interior walls are made out of wood and paneling, and you can see that it's starting to smolder down the stairs.
This is when I'm very sad I have not been able to prepare create or destroy water. I do have a
Yenna,
spell
Yulie,
slot, but
you'll also see this as you come up on this.
Have we
This
caught up?
is a timed event because you're in a hallway filling up with smoke.
Yeah. Is this a timed event? Or
Yes, it is.
have we run and caught up with Tink? Wow, brain.
You've caught up with Tink at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
So third floor, you said?
I have a timer going.
okay. I mean, he's just gonna run in. My boy's an idiot.
Oh, okay. Wait. And then
My intelligence
she,
low is.
yeah. As she sees that you're going, Tink is going for sure. She is going to cast levitate on you.
I don't know if that's gonna help. How's that gonna help?
You're now floating and heading towards fire, Tink.
I mean, if you can get over the fire.
There is no getting
What?
over the fire. It
Oh.
fills the entire top of the hall.
Oh, okay.
From
Are there
floor to
windows?
ceiling.
Do we see any windows?
There are no windows in the stairwell. There are windows on the floor that you're on at the moment, and there are windows on the upper floor.
Can I start breaking windows
Yeah, of
to
course
let
you
smoke
can.
out? I start breaking
Yeah.
windows.
Okay.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Oh God. Just straight strength. All right.
Just straight strength, unless you want to break them in some other way.
I got a 17.
A 17? Yeah.
Yeah.
You start breaking windows left and right. You grab a chair and you just start hammering that thing against the window. And
Small
the
but
glass
mighty.
splinters, cracks.
I mean,
There is a sudden whoosh noise. In breaking the window, you have let a lot of fresh air into an enclosed space that has a fire burning.
Yeah.
Tink, Yenna, I need you to make a dex save as the fire gets sucked down into the stairwell.
no.
As we both groan.
Oh,
That's a 10 for me.
it's a 9 for Yenna.
There's not even really time to notice what is happening. You hear the smashing of glass, and then suddenly there is just this wall of fire heading directly towards you. I need to break out the dice again. Give me 2 seconds.
Pause our timer.
Also a timer.
Pause our timer. You're looking for your dice.
You take 8 points of damage each as you try and dive around the corner. You have 2.5 minutes left.
Well, Tink is slapping resistance on himself again, and he is just gonna be like, follow me as best you can. The rooms will be safer. And he is gonna run straight into the fire. He has no other
I need a constitution save from you.
Super boy.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, I slapped resistance on myself, yes. That was the
You did?
the
You
only
did
part of
indeed.
the plan. I don't need it.
I will pause the timer as you roll.
21.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. With a 21, you only take half damage.
Oh.
So let me top that up.
That's too many dice.
You walk into a wall of fire.
Yeah, no. I didn't walk.
What's
I
half of
ran.
25?
What?
That's
13.
yeah. We'll go with 13. Actually, we'll go with 12. We'll round down and be kind.
Thanks.
Yenna, you see Tink disappear into flame. It is quite clear that his clothes are catching fire, his hair starts to smolder,
Oh god.
and you lose sight of him through flames.
Do I also see this?
Roll me perception check.
Gosh, okay. 11.
Would ask for your passive, but you were doing something else. 11 was that?
Yeah.
An 11? No, you don't see this.
Okay.
You
Shoot.
are still shattering windows at this point.
Okay. Fuck.
Yenna just like losing her mind. She's so scared to go in there, but she's like, oh my god. Do we go? Yulie?
Yeah.
Oh, Tink went in.
Wait, where's Tink?
He went in.
Oh God. Okay. Sorry, I need your mask for a second. And she's gonna conjure a big barrel of water
Okay.
instead of the mask and be like, we can either use it to pour it on the fire or we can at least make ourselves wet so we don't catch fire chasing him.
More water there's probably gonna be more, so I guess us wet and then we run?
Okay, sounds good. And she'll just like jump into the bucket of water and get as wet as possible and then just run into the fire.
Oh god.
Good job, guys.
Okay. You're just gonna run straight in?
Yeah, I guess so.
They're wet. Give them something.
Yeah.
What could happen?
Give them
God.
something.
Constitution save with advantage.
I'm
Looking back and
spells
happening,
left
right?
and right. Oh god.
I will pause the timer as you both do what you're doing.
It was a nat 1 and a 2, so
Oh
Oh,
my
I
god,
see, I
why are
see.
you your rerolls on your ones are so bad.
I know. Bella.
Oh my god, are you guys like actually gonna
I'm
Says
sitting
the person who
here.
just ran into the fire.
Yeah.
True.
Listen, my boy can heal himself.
Yeah.
You were like, follow me, guys.
I was. He's an idiot.
Yep.
And we're like, well,
Yenna, what did
he's
you roll?
tall, so he probably knows what he's talking about.
Not good. It's
Okay.
like con save, right?
Yeah.
It's a 3.
Oh my
Was that-
god, what the fuck is
Was
wrong
that
with
with
us?
advantage?
Oh no.
Wait,
Come on.
wait.
13 with advantage.
This may be a point in time in which I say to the chat, if any of you have chat points, they can be redeemed towards
can-
inspiration or natural 20s for the cast.
Can I use them? If it's
No,
not for
I was
me.
like-
can't you? No, you are
Wait,
part
I have
of
a
the cast.
question. Wait. I have a question. So you gave me advantage
Yes,
on
yes.
you gave me advantage on this con save,
I
but
did,
one
yes.
of them was a 1. Can I re-roll
Uh-huh.
that 1?
Yeah, because you get to naturally re-roll ones.
Right. Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
making sure.
yeah.
I don't want to like give myself triple
no, yeah.
advantage here.
No,
And then oh my god,
It's
it was
stats.
another 2. You know
Oh
what? Just
my
dig me a
God.
fucking hole.
Oh no.
I will also say Striker has redeemed some chat points for a natural 20. Striker, who would you like the 20 to go towards? Would you like
Give
to
it
go
to
towards
Yenna.
Yulie or Yenna?
No.
Give
no,
it to Yenna.
No, give it to Yulie. Yenna already has fire resistance. You're a tiefling.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh. I was out for
Oh,
a
that
moment.
reminds
Sorry,
me.
Seal. Oh my
So
goodness.
the 8 damage before though, was fire damage?
Yulie needs it, so it's going
Okay.
to Yulie. Yulie,
Take
you
it,
have a
thank
natural
you.
20. Would you like to use it in this instance?
I would love to use it in this instance.
Great, wonderful, cool. And Yenna, you rolled a 13, was it? The
Yes, total.
advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, spectacular. Yulie, you will take half damage. Yenna, you will
Great.
take full damage.
So half
Okay.
damage.
Half damage. The 8 damage from earlier was also fire damage?
It was, yes.
Okay,
In which case it would have been halved for you for resistance.
Okay, cool. That's 4 back, and then full damage.
I'm
was-
only
oh,
a
it's controlling.
rules lawyer when we're doing things that are really stupid.
It's not like a rules lawyer if you're helping your friend, so like.
No, that's
Okay.
the rules paladin for good.
Yeah.
So it was a grand total of 30 damage, so you both take 15.
Oh,
God.
Wait, don't you guys have like 20 HP?
not that bad, but it's not high.
Oh, yeah,
down to
I'm-
3.
I'm real low.
Oh my gosh.
Tink
Yenna,
is...
you have an inspiration dice, by the way, that File Seal's just giving you.
Oh, you.
Which is a
Um,
d8 that you can add to any roll from here on out.
Nice.
Oh, God, thank God. 'Cause
Um,
these con saves are not going good.
Why did the two book nerds go into the fire?
you left a fire!
You started a fucking
You started
fire!
this!
Look.
Tink knows that there is a man who will die if he doesn't get there. He doesn't know you started the damn fire, okay?
So as you pass through this column of fire, you get halfway up the stairs and the flame is licking at your skin. Tink, you don't have the benefit of wet clothes.
No.
I need you to make a second constitution save as you get to the top of the staircase.
I do still have resistance prepped. Because I
You
didn't
do
need
still
to
have
do it
resistance prep.
last time. Which... would there be any way, for me to get no damage? No, because the 20 was still half damage. Yeah, so it's a 22.
22?
Yeah.
Let me roll.
I would just like to point out that I only have 13 hit points and I am the healer, so...
Let me use my chat.
Well, that's 17 halved.
Okay. I can do that.
So we'll take that down to 8.
Okay. Fuck, and we're on the 2nd
I'll
floor.
always go down on damage. I have decided to be nice to you.
We're in the stairwell?
You are now at the top of the stairs. This constitution save was for the fire, the last part of the fire, but the hallway at the top of the stairs is also full of smoke.
Okay. Well, he will resist again and probably throw a cure wounds. I think
I need your answer quick. You have 30 seconds.
Oh my god. Okay. I mean, he is going to be using his lighter on himself while he runs to the door, and he is going to... He knows that the door is trapped. Is it open still? They wouldn't have closed it. Did they close it?
They haven't closed it. The door is open.
He's running in there.
Okay. Yulie, Yenna, you get to the top of the stairs. You do not have to do a second constitution check because your
Okay.
clothes are wet. You will have only taken that initial damage. You get there just in time to see Tink booking it into the room at the end of the hall.
Okay. I guess we follow.
Yeah.
Do we hear any screams in there?
Yeah.
Tink, are you screaming?
Did not yet. I
Oh,
healed
man.
for 15, by the way.
For 15?
Yeah, and I think I've got
Okay,
one
great.
more charge on that lighter left.
Yeah, you do. So you all find yourself in the safety of the room at the end of the hall, and I will stop the timer with you guys having 2 seconds left.
Very rude. Thank you.
This is the end of the timer.
I've stopped the timer because strangely, as you enter the room at the end of the hall, the smoke isn't in there. It's almost as though there's some sort of barrier keeping the smoke out. So if you look behind yourselves, all you can see is like this portal of smoke beyond the door as it's slowly filling up with a tiny gap at the bottom, just on the floor, of breathable air. It's
Can
almost
we
so thick that you can't see the fire at the other end of the hall.
can we tell what is causing the fire then?
You can just see fire. It seems to be concentrated around the actual archway. Roll me an Arcana check.
In which 3 casters sit there and go, someone cast
Dirty
fucking
20.
fireball in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, your first thought is, holy shit, that impact pattern looks like a fireball. Someone cast fireball in the fucking hallway.
Oh my god.
But then why isn't it in here?
I think Tink
You can
just
roll
kinda...
a second Arcana if you would like to try and figure that out.
Tink just shrugs and he's like, and artificers.
I was just like, fucking magic is the guess.
Oh, it just feels good to breathe.
Yeah.
But I mean, we need to take care of this, right? There's
roll
still
me
an actual
deception check.
fire.
Perception check?
Yeah.
All of us or just Tink?
All of you can if you want to. Specifically, I was thinking Yulie, who is just standing there going, it's good to breathe.
Oh.
Oh no.
I got a 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got 14.
I was 7.
Tink, Yulie, yeah, it's good to breathe. It's nice, clean air. It's nice, very clean air. It doesn't taste like, room air at all. In fact, it smells kind of salty. It smells like sea air.
Yulie gets a really confused look on her face after a moment and then starts looking around.
Can I
It smells
say
weird
that...
in here. Does it smell weird in here?
Yeah, it
smells like when you're at the beach.
Things smells weird right now.
can...
Yenna's just like trying to blow her nose out.
should I history or can I say that a look of dawning comes over Tink's face?
I will say, given the strong association between scent and memory,
Yeah.
you do not need to roll a history check in this instance.
Yeah.
There's definitely a familiar smell. You have stood on this beach, and it brings back very sharp memories of pebbles under your feet and waves crashing across a stone beach. There's no sand, there's just jagged rocks and pebbles and dark clouds over sky and towering cliffs with a small house sitting upon them. You've been there before. You
yeah.
don't know why, but you remember the place.
So I think Tink is going to, could I say follow the breeze, perhaps?
I mean, sure.
Over to
Yulie,
the
you can
little
also
office.
roll an investigation since you are actually looking around for stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna try and find the office. Find the source.
Okay, roll me an investigation check. Do we still have Yulie, or have we lost Dukes?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. You can also roll an investigation check since you were looking around.
Okay.
That's it.
Yenna, like the snot that you're kind of pushing out your nose, it's black. It's just soot.
That's a 21 for me.
I got a 12.
21?
Yeah.
And a 12. Yulie, you are just taken in by the sheer amount of glowing stuff that is in this office. Speaking of which, Nick, can we switch to Balthazar's office?
We can.
So that our audience may have some point of reference.
So that we can appreciate how
room
much
is
work you put
filled
into making it.
Yeah, I drew it, and you are gonna see it, goddammit.
Very fair, very fair.
Ooh, shiny.
You see a multitude of shiny glowing objects. There are several trinkets that seem mechanical in nature. Some things are making whirring noises, and there are so many books. Just all the books, and quite a few plants. Tink,
Yeah.
the moment that you're kind of in Balthazar's space, you feel very familiar with it. And almost out of instinct, you look towards the lab door.
Yeah.
And see that it is open. And also, like, you can feel and smell that the sea breeze is coming from that direction.
Okay.
But I will also remind you that the whole way outside is on fire.
Yeah, no, I think he's gonna close the door to outside.
Did you just close the door so that the problem goes away?
Yes. The offices and the classrooms are reinforced
I'm not
against
drawing
magic.
this room again. I am not drawing this room again.
Wait, you want us to stop the fire? Are you gonna give me permission to prepare an additional spell?
You are in a room full of magical artifacts.
Yeah, that's okay. Fair. Can I look around and see if anything will make the fire go away?
Roll me an investigation check.
If someone would like to give Tink a nat 20 right now or advantage, that would be great.
I would also
it's a
like
dirty
to
20.
be looking around for what we have. Oh, a dirty 20.
Yulie, you can also make a roll, and I will give you both 2 separate items.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, fuck yes.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
What is your total with that nat 20?
A nat 20 with investigation is a 24.
Nice. Okay. Tink, the first thing that you kind of find is like this rather large contraption to the side that seems to have some sort of water in it. You're not quite sure how to get the water out of it, but there is definitely water in it, and it's connected to several pipes that run along the wall.
If I break it, can I like it's a glass thing, right?
It's made of glass, yes.
I can hear the stress in Jess's voice right now.
He's going to very quickly try and divine if it is part of some device that will explode if that is removed, / is that like actually water, or is it just a clear odorless liquid?
Roll me an intelligence check, bitch.
At least he's good at those. Oh, I spoke too soon. No skills on that, eh? Can't get you to do an investigation or perception on that.
Just straight up intelligence.
That's a 7.
Oh god.
Okay. It's wet. It's liquid. It's connected to pipes. Seems like it's in glass. Should be breakable.
It's gonna be like alchemist fire or something. Yeah, can someone help me? No, we can't. 'Cause we're doing 2 separate checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not helping. There's separate investigations.
Help if she starts
Yulie,
saying...
you found a jug.
Nice.
With water in it.
Does it look like a magical jug that maybe keeps making water?
Do you have detect magic?
I do.
Or identify?
We don't have time
Never
to be
mind. I
casting
don't.
identify right
I
now.
thought I did. I don't have detect magic. I thought I did. I have dispel magic.
Yeah, well then roll me an Arcana check then.
Okay. Nat 20.
Oh,
Bitch.
bless.
Sorry, not you.
The
Just
jug
the world.
itself. The jug itself is made out of like this bronze material and a section of like wood that bevels out at the bottom, and across both sections there seem to be several runic inscriptions that it takes you a second to pick them out because someone has done them very decoratively, but yes, you can tell that this is a bottomless jug of liquid.
Amazing. Okay. Yulie's going to cast Mage Hand
Mhm.
because she doesn't want to stand in the fire and she knows she's not tall enough to actually get to all the fire. So she's going to cast Mage Hand and have the Mage Hands like basically bring the jug outside and just start pouring water on fire.
Okay, before we do this, Tink, what are you doing?
So he would have been considering, because he's an artificer, he knows you can't just go around breaking. Like, he knows that, like, things are here because they have a purpose. And I think he has been weighing the merits frantically of breaking this object and removing the liquid inside it.
Yenna, roll a perception check.
Okay.
I want to know if you see Tink looking at this thing.
Perception. That's a
Four?
Just a 4?
14.
Oh, 14.
Oh, 14.
Thank God.
Okay. It
Is
cut off
my
the scene and
audio
we just heard
super
4.
choppy?
Yeah, just a little.
I
A
think
little
it's,
bit.
it's more just like cutting you off at the ends of your sentences
Yeah.
and stuff, I think.
Okay.
You're okay.
So a 14. Don't forget to put your rolls in the dice roll
Here it
channel as
comes.
well.
E.
14. You do see that Tink is investigating what appears to be some sort of contraption attached to the wall. If you would like to, you can investigate said contraption.
Or just tell him not to. Or just say, don't be stupid.
Well, okay. Have you already rolled your investigation?
I have rolled a roll that will make him do the thing.
I'm gonna roll the investigation.
What are both of your passive perceptions?
20.
Passive perception is 10. Passive investigation is 16, though. If that's a thing that counts for anything.
Tink?
My passive perception is 20.
Okay. Alright, cool. Yulie, at this point, you have done the mage hand and you are starting to put out the fire.
Cool.
You two do not know at this point.
With a 20?
Tink, you know something is going on behind you. You don't know what.
Okay, he's gonna look. Because if he sees her putting out the fire, he's gonna be like, it's probably not worth breaking a thing. It's probably not worth it. Just gonna let this happen. Like,
What you hear from behind you, because you are both facing away from Yulie at this point, because you're on opposite sides of the room, you hear like a crackling fizz, like a
Okay.
And if you choose to turn around,
I do.
all you can see is smoke. Thick black smoke.
Oh, wait, in the room now?
No, beyond the room.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what do you...
And you can also see Yulie attempting, like, seems to be doing some sort of magic.
Okay. Cool. So you've got fire under control, maybe? Sort of?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I should have said something. I found a jug. I think that it's like a never-ending water juggy thingy. That seems like something that would be in here, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, it just had a bunch of water in it, so I'm just I'm using hands and I'm pouring it, and we'll see if suddenly there's nothing left in there. But so far it's still pouring, so
That good. Gives her like little finger guns. He's like, good job.
thanks.
Yenna, do you still want to roll that investigation?
Yeah, I rolled a 16 on that.
Okay, sweet. With a 16, you can tell that this is actually just a contraption that Balthazar uses to water his plants.
Oh, okay,
Oh
so
my
it's
God.
not bad.
I can't
it
believe
was
it
water.
took that long to get there.
It was
Yeah.
water. Good. Okay.
Be good if
You
the
just
if the
psyched
fire
yourself
gets
out.
in.
No, I did, and but like Tink would totally be in there being like, what are the chances that a thing in a device is actually water? Like,
What if it's vodka? Vodka is flammable.
What if it's alchemist fire? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
The hall beyond the doorway, though, at this point is filling up quite alarmingly with thick black smoke that seems to be put off as the flames die down. Like, there was this sort of demonic glow through the smoke that was the fire, and that is getting dimmer and dimmer.
Okay.
I will say, Yulie, you kind of can't see where you're spilling the water at this point, so just give me a straight d20 roll.
Okay. Come on, baby. A 6.
As far as you know, the fire is out.
Great.
Good
Did
enough
it.
for me. It's no, it's probably someone's gonna come. Someone's
I'll have the hands bring the jug back in. Is it still full of water?
When you bring it in kind of on its side because you haven't been able to see like what angle you've been throwing the jug around at.
Right.
So like it is just trailing water as you bring it into the room. So there's just a puddle appearing on the floor.
We need to go. I think we need to go.
Didn't you say that, like, isn't there something, aren't we trying to find somebody, or what's?
He's gonna gesture for Yenna and Yulie to come over to the office. I think he's pretty confident that he knows the door is at this point.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Whatever. She's also ogling the room because
Okay.
she's like, ooh, shiny.
Yes, everything is.
Beyond the door that Tink is standing by, you see a completely wrecked lab. There are tables that have been tossed over, there are notes scattering the floor, there are cracked alchemical glasses, there's test tubes that have just been shattered. It's a mess. And beyond this mess is a door that sits ever so slightly ajar. And as you watch, it swings open just slightly and then close just a bit. And every time it does so, the smell of beach air, sea air, salt and rock and foam and grass gets stronger.
Yulie will kind of whisper, remember traps, maybe? Traps?
I think if there were traps in here, they're probably. He's like looking at the state of the destruction of the room. I think they probably went.
Yulie looks for traps.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
I do think Tink is gonna look
14.
for anything that looks like a.
Okay, again, roll for investigation.
23. Traps?
23?
Yeah. A 23 for healing items and a 14 for traps.
Okay. You definitely find some healing items. In fact, you find 4 vials of a red liquid that you are very familiar with. And they, like, you've seen these before. You are very, as I said, you're very familiar with them, especially from your time as a cleric. These are greater healing potions.
Ooh, greater. Okay.
Oh. And you find them on top of the door frame.
Like the beach door? Or the
No,
door?
the door into the lab.
Okay.
As for traps, doesn't look like there are any.
Okay.
Probably fine. Yeah, Tink's gonna he should be explaining himself more, but he is fully just gonna walk through that door.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh, are you guys? Wait. How much? You guys need a hand. He's finally like taking stock of
Yulie
the
looks
fact that.
absolutely fucked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yulie's a
Yenna-
mess.
It is like just blackened, I would say. At this point. Like her clothes, she is fine. Her clothes are like mostly fucked.
Okay. One more time with the lighter. So Tink's gonna take out the lighter again, which is less alarming, I would say, probably the second time around. Although I don't know if Yulie was conscious the first time.
No, I don't think I saw
Uh,
you do this. The first
Yeah.
time.
So he's gonna take out a lighter. Pause for a second. Say it's healing. I promise. I'm not gonna.
You know what? Actually, I feel fine.
No,
No, I'm
I
good.
no, I
No,
promise.
it's okay. No, I don't need it.
Squinting
No,
at the.
it's absolutely. You know what?
No,
I'm feeling better than I have in a while. So
Get over
it's-
here.
I just
He's healing you.
Monty, Zanthe, you
What?
hear this bickering on the other side of the door that you guys have just stepped through.
Oh, well, what do we see on the other side of the door first? Like, is somebody in there?
You see on the other side of the door Tink, who hasn't quite walked through it.
Oh, wait. So Tink and the others are on the other side of the door?
Wait, we mean
Tink and the others are in the office. You guys are on the beach.
Sorry.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought it was like a swivel door or something.
Um,
You get 25 healing back. Healing.
Oh, nice.
Monty isn't really paying attention. He's just like on the other side of the door, and he's definitely like leaning against a rock or something.
Wait, are you hurt?
Zanthe just noticed now.
You got me on. The fireball got me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it.
I know you didn't mean to do it, but I'm covered in fucking burns. Like I don't feel very good.
Your words are mixed between the crashes of waves against the rocks and the bickering that's still kind of coming from through the doorway that you've just stepped through.
Do we see the beach house from here? It's like on the cliff, right? Or
You see a cliff, yes.
we see a
I
beach
will
house
say the
on the cliff?
fog is fairly heavy this night, so whether or not you see the house, roll me a perception check.
Okay. One.
I'm also gonna roll a perception check because why not? If I can get my d20 out of my thing.
Yenna, Tink, what are you doing?
It. How bad does Yenna look?
I
Like,
don't
does
see
Yenna
it.
look like she needs healing?
I mean, Yenna's not in a good spot. But yeah, she's kind of just.
I got a
I guess.
3 on perception.
Okay, don't
I got a
you don't even
I got a 14.
you don't neither of you can see through the fog in front of your faces.
Cool.
That's fine.
And
So you can
Go.
Yeah.
no,
No,
go.
no, it's fine. Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna ask Yenna to clarify because I couldn't.
Oh,
That's all.
she looks kind of rough. Like she's not very good.
Okay.
That's why I took more of it than her, but yeah.
If I recognize Tink's voice, I'm definitely gonna pop my head in.
With what you rolled for perception, you don't hear or see shit.
Back out for a second.
You rolled a 3.
I know.
Monty, you can hear like the faint noise of voices, but honestly, you are so hurt that may just be a hallucination.
Zanthe, let's just keep moving.
Okay.
Tink, Yenna, Yulie, what are you doing?
So Tink has given Yenna some healing as well, I think. Not with the
okay.
lighter, with a cast of. So that'll be.
I think. Sorry.
It'll be 16
Okay.
healing.
Beautiful.
While Tink is healing Yenna, I want to conjure a little mirror and try to like see through the door without having to like actually peek around the door or go through the door.
Okay.
What do I see? Do I see
Um,
two dumb boys arguing?
You see two dumb boys arguing and a shit ton of fog and like pebbles, and yeah, it's an incredibly foggy night. You can, even where you are on the other side of the door, you can hear the crash of waves, but you can
And I
see Monty and Zanthe.
okay.
It's Monty and Zanthe.
What?
Tink looks up and he's like, if those fuckers
It's
are the
I mean,
ones who
I don't
lit
I
this
don't I
place
don't
on fire.
I don't know. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows what happened? I'm not
He
trying to
burst through the
imply
door.
anything. Okay.
And that's where we're gonna go on break.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Wow, that is
Oh,
that is
no.
one heck of a in character cough you got going on there, Ned.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, all right. We will be right back. Would you say like 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10-minute break, and we will be right back, guys.
Right.
For audience members, please get up, stretch, hydrate. It's what we're gonna do. We suggest you do too. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the next part of Hellions of Carnocht.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye.
See you soon.
And now we are on. Oh, wait. I have the wrong background up. One sec. We're fine. It's fine. Background's back. I just keep trying to prepare. Okay?
I feel like I have to explain because the captions came up with "Don't yell at him in chat." We all just simultaneously went, "Mike." We're very thankful.
Thank you very much, Mike, for the
Thank you,
sub.
Mike.
Thank you.
Also, not to like, make arbitrary sub goals or anything, but I do think we might unlock another at 25, and that'll put us at.
You just want to do more emotes.
I like do, and I have time to do them, so it's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be...
need to do some Yulie and Yenna emotes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anxiety emotes.
Hi, welcome back to Hellions of Carnocht, Part 2. Thank you for sticking with us through the break. I hope that you have all gathered your snacks and your drinks accordingly, and that you have stretched your toesy woesies and are ready to settle in. Ooh, ooh.
Wow. That was a lot.
Wow. Took a very different tune at the
A
end.
trip there.
Are you okay?
I've gone past the some background for chat. I have had insomnia for the past week and a half. I have maybe slept like 2.5 days throughout that entire point. I've passed the point where I am now tired, sleepy tired. I am now at the point where I don't care what's coming out of my mouth tired.
Oh, good. A good place to DM.
When we get to the sleepy giggles, then we know we're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you missed. You didn't miss. You stuck with us, hopefully, through the exciting first half, wherein Yulie, Yenna, and Tink tried not to die in a fire because they are soft and squishy and small. And there was a lot of fire. Was that fire Monty and Zan's fault? Yes.
I think
But
mostly.
we don't know that in
Hey.
character yet.
I have
Yeah.
my suspicions.
Don't blame this on Monty. Like, Monty didn't do this shit.
I was gonna say, I thought you were just saying it totally was Monty's fault. I was gonna say Monty did nothing wrong in this instance.
I'll defend Monty. Zanthe won't.
We left off just as Tink had scurried through the doorway into the fog and mist that lay across the beach. There are familiar pebbles beneath your feet. There's a sound of seagulls somewhere off in the distance, though you can't see them for the pea soup fog in front of your face. You can see Monty and Zanthe. Yulie, Yenna, you have just seen Tink step through a door that seems to just lead to a beach at ground level, even though you guys are on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Yenna is absolutely going to be like fascinating, and just like momentarily like forget the fact that she was just hurt, forget the fact that there was like fire inside of her lungs. It's just like, wow. And is looking at it and just trying to like figure out exactly the mechanism that's happening here. Is like, is it raw magic? Is it some weird artificer shit?
You can go ahead and roll me an Arcana if you would like.
Tink's gonna be like, come on. Get in here.
Unfortunately, that is a 2 plus 6. So 8,
Oh, these
but not good enough.
rolls.
Dice today are cursed.
It appears to be some magic bullshit. You're not quite sure what magic bullshit, but it's a door that does something strange.
Frankly,
Hey.
that just makes her even more impressed. And now she's just like, I need to meet whoever made this. This is the best thing I've ever seen. And she's already kind of like leaning through the door, like she has forgotten the concept of danger.
As you lean through the door, you feel a strange kind of tugging sensation, as though the magic that is activated in the door wants to pull you through. It doesn't like you being halfway on one side and halfway on the other.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of feel that and then like wave my hand that's on the opposite side towards Yulie and just be like, let's go.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I'll follow her.
Okay. And then go through.
So you both step through the door, and it's like stepping through water. It's a cold sensation that kind of leaves the skin stinging just a little bit, as there's the disorientation of stepping from a wooden floor peppered with broken glass onto a pebbly beach. The smell hasn't changed. It's just become a lot sharper and a lot fresher. That sea salt air. The crashing of waves. The absolute inability to see anything. You do see Tink, Monty, and Zanthe.
Tink will give a lil heal. And by a lil heal, I mean a rather large heal, because he only has level 2 slots left, so. 11 plus 10 is 21. 21 for Monty.
Thank you. Monty's looking a little bit better, but still not great.
Yeah, and I think as he's like, after he was like, okay, girls, like, come on, he's healing Monty and looking at Zanthe and being like, did you put a fucking fireball?
No.
In the hall? Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure that not a lot of people are traveling through this door.
It was here when I got here. Not
Oh
everything's
yeah,
my
okay,
fault.
yeah, because you look like you've been through the fire and the flame, as it were. And I think as he mentions the door, he might go to like eke out the key, knowing that like we shouldn't leave this thing open.
Okay, as you go to the door to take out the key isn't in it.
On either side?
On either side.
Okay, this is all very concerning. There should be a key. Doors have keys. I just can't quite.
Who just leaves the key in the door?
Well,
Yeah, I don't think I would leave the key in the door. So, I mean, probably one of, sorry, not to throw you under the bus, probably one of them has the key, right? Do you guys have the key?
I don't know what you guys are talking about right now.
And Monty just shakes his head and is like,
I
door was open. I just walked through door. I don't feel good.
Balthazar, do you know where he is?
We were following blood, so we're
Yeah.
assuming maybe he's through here.
Anyone who would like to, please roll a perception check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we see blood?
Yeah.
Dirty 20 for me.
7.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
19,
I already saw
19. 19.
16 for me.
Blood? I'm loving these rolls. Very descriptive.
18 for Yenna.
Helps me remember why I roll things.
So, Xanth, Monty, you already knew that there was blood, but it is, like, kind of comforting and, what's the word? It proves your theory to see blood on the pebbles.
Ooh, do we still
Tink?
see a trail of it, or is it
Yes,
like
there is
not?
still a
Okay.
trail of it. It's more like a splatter, an uneven splatter, as though someone is walking now. Yenna and Tink. There's blood. There's a trail of blood. Yulie, blood? You cannot see it.
Yulie is looking frantically for blood, but can't find any.
Yenna's gonna
You
look at the
do
boys
find
and be
some
like,
seaweed and a crab.
Nice. Nice.
nice.
Does the crab seem nice?
You have a pet now.
Yeah,
of
can I
blue
adopt
with,
the
like-
crab?
Yeah, I mean it's dark blue. It's got little bioluminescent spots on its back that seem to glow pink.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Adopts the
it's so
crab.
cute.
It kind of just twitches its little pincers and goes from side to side.
I'm sorry that we're not on video right now, but I totally just pretended to be a crab.
Oh.
Tink's running
Okay.
after the trail of blood.
Yeah,
You
great.
can also
Monty's-
side
Yulie-
note. You
Monty's
can
Yulie
adopt
sees
following.
everyone start to move, then she'll
Oh my
follow.
god, guys. One after the other, please.
Okay.
That was the most that everybody has ever talked at once. That was great.
All right.
Yulie, what are you doing? You've seen the crab, you've seen some seaweed.
I'm just zenning out
Everybody else
watching the
is starting to
crab
move.
unless I hear/see everyone start to walk away.
Yes, you can see / hear everybody else start to move away.
Okay, I will follow.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
Yulie.
Oh.
6.
Okay, cool. I am gonna need one of you to be the leader.
I'm the leader.
No,
is running in
I'm
front
the
of
leader.
us.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
ran off. Yeah. Monty, stay
Well,
safe. You don't know what
then-
you're doing.
Ink, I need you to roll me perception to see if you can still see through the fog.
I still think your perception's probably the best out of all of us. So.
I think it is, and I still didn't roll
Can
great.
Can I help and cast light? Would that help? I don't know. That light helps with
can-
fog, really.
You can cast light and try and use that as a guide through the fog. I mean, you would know that given how thick the fog is, you may lose sight of the light at some point.
Right.
Honestly, even casting light on something on Tink might be useful. So as he runs off without thinking about it, he at least has a little beacon on him that you
Sure.
guys
Okay.
can see.
What do you got on you,
Everything.
sweet boy? Okay, great.
He's got earrings. He's got goggles. He's got a bag. He's got some
Okay,
armor.
Yulie will take your goggles and flip them around so the eyeballs are facing backwards, and she'll cast light onto them
But
so that they're like two little rear lights.
Beautiful. Yeah. And my perception was only a 14.
Okay, alright, good to know. As you stumble through the fog, you do find the cliff face.
Oh, good.
So, what you guys watch is just this zigzagging light for a second that then veers very hard right and seems to just stop.
Do I think he's down the cliff? Or have I just found the cliff face?
You have found the cliff.
But
Like,
it-
you guys are walking along the beach,
Yes, but is
and you've just found the cliff face on the right.
okay.
I am leaning on Zamp.
Is there blood still? Am I still following a trail?
Roll me a perception check.
I thought that's what the first one was for.
The first one was to see if you could find your way through the fog, and it wasn't high enough.
I only got an 8.
There may be blood, you don't know.
I'm
The
rolling
fog is much
perception.
thicker here.
I got a nat 20 plus 2.
Nice.
Looking for the
Monty?
blood.
Yeah, you can follow the blood spatter.
And so I'm do I see Tink's eyes moving in the right direction?
I mean, you see the light on Tink just kind of stop as Tink finds a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
So you know where Tink is. You all know where Tink is. You can see the light on Tink.
Good.
Monty, you figured out that if you stay crouched kind of close to the floor, you can see the blood spatter better.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just sort of like I'm not quite army crawling, but I'm just like crawling on the ground because I really still don't feel great.
Santa's gonna sigh and help him walk.
No, don't, no. I can see the blood better from down here.
Oh my god.
Tink, get your ass over here.
Yeah, okay. He
Tink,
come.
roll me perception to see if you can find your way back to them.
I can hear them.
Roll me perception to see if you can find your way back to them.
Can I roll an investigation?
Roll me perception to see if you can find your way back to them.
It's a 19.
Haggle with me again and I'll make it harder.
It's a 19! It's a 19!
Yes,
We did
with a
it.
19 you can manage to find your way back to them.
He looks very impatient. He's very worried at this point.
Can you
I am now leading them, following
Yenna?
the path of the blood.
Yenna, what would you like to do?
can I just like help Monty as far as like investigating to try to keep on the trail so that we are always going in the right direction?
Yeah, of course. Monty, you can roll with advantage on another perception check if you would like to.
Okay.
Are you all sticking with Monty now?
Yenna is, and is also low to the ground, so hopefully that helps.
Yeah, I will stick with Yenna. So if Yenna's sticking with Monty, then we've got a good little train.
Yeah, I think we're finally in one place. Aren't you proud of us?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Incredibly
learned-
proud of you. This shouldn't be like herding cats, but it is.
Yenna has also learned that running after Tink just leads to death, my dude.
Mhm.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, so I'll roll another
Yeah,
perception
roll
to
another
follow.
perception. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Oh, nice.
Dirty 20? Nice. The blood trail takes you along the beach, and the closer that you get to the waterline, the more you realize that there is something definitely strange going on here. Like, the fog is getting thicker the closer you get to some undisclosed point. And the water that's washing up against the pebbles on the beach touches at the blood and then washes away, but as it's drawing in, you can see that there appears to be glowing algae in the water, like a
Hmm.
sea of stars.
I'm gonna yell,
And-
Balthazar?
There is no immediate answer, but there is the crash of lightning overhead.
Does
I
any
wince.
of this perhaps feel a little familiar? Like the last time he was dying a little bit?
I'm sorry if you can all hear my cat.
Oh, you're good.
Roll me a history check.
The 9.
There's inklings of familiarity to this, but also no.
Yeah.
This is strange and this is eerie to an extent that you have not felt before.
I'm gonna continue following the blood.
Oh, did we see Cheese anywhere? Because weren't we following? Was he following us at the end, or were we following him? I can't really remember.
You were following Cheese.
Did we see him? Did we see him
is
when we
Cheese
walked
helping?
through here? Yeah. Did I get a cheese advantage?
I rolled an 18.
You rolled an 18 to continue following the blood.
Yes.
Yep, you can continue to follow the blood along the beach. It gets harder the further in that you get, half because some of the blood has been washed away,
Mm-hmm.
but also because the fog is just so thick it's getting even difficult to see the pebbles now. Zanthe, if you would like to try and find Cheese, you can try a couple of methods, either by calling out to Cheese or by doing a perception check.
Can I do both?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah. I'm gonna call out for Cheese. Look around.
You hear a little whine off in the distance somewhere, followed by a ruff,
Ahead of us?
and pardon?
Ahead of us or behind us?
It sounds like it's coming from ahead of you. What was the perception that you rolled, Zanthe?
I'm gonna re-roll it. Hold on. Okay, that's not much better. It was a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
You can tell that it's coming from in front of you, but you cannot tell from where.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do Tides of Chaos really quick. Wait, no, that's... Yeah, that's for... Okay.
Um,
I'm good.
okay. Okay. I think at this point where it's being clear that we're like being slowed, Tink is going to send his homunculus in, I think, flying forward ahead of us.
Okay.
And try and
what
like
would you like to do with the homunculus?
basically try and like scan the area ahead of us to see if it can find like a living thing.
Okay, does it have a feature that does that?
It can move independently, so it
It can move independently.
Yeah, so
Does
like,
it have a feature that can scan for living beings?
I mean scan in the sense it does have a perception.
Okay, well then roll me a perception check through it.
It also has dark vision and a passive perception of 14.
Both of which are good to know, but neither are applicable here.
Okay, I'm just saying. You don't have to give me sass.
Look, you sassed me back there. I'm allowed to dish it back out.
Okay, here's my pitch. The homunculus has rolled a flat 10.
Okay.
But I think he's gonna have it like flying low enough with the basically like giving it a pattern of like back and forth in front of them, like kind of scanning the beach, but not scanning, just moving across the beach. And if it hits something, to be like, oh, is this a guy?
Okay. And how will it be able to tell if it's a guy?
Because I can channel magic through it. So like if it's landing on something, I figure I would know if I could use like a touch spell kind of thing.
Okay, alright. Yep. So by being able to tell whether or not the weave can move through something, you would be able to figure out whether or not something was alive. Okay, I'll take that pitch.
Okay, cool.
So it's rolled a 10 on perception, but you just want it to keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a d6.
It's a 6.
It has found something living.
Okay.
You have found a living creature.
Okay.
Did you just use your familiar as a metal detector?
Basically. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. I would like to cast Spare the Dying through it, just in case. Since that
you
is
hear off in the
cantrip.
distance this little noise, followed immediately after you've cast by a
Oh, you found a dog. You found the dog. Okay, okay, he's gonna be like, keep going. I found Cheese, I think. Well, I didn't. It doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a name. He's just like muttering as he like mentally is like, okay, no, keep going.
So are you going to try and head towards your homunculus and lead the others towards it?
Try and lead towards where it was, but he's still like having it scan. He is concerned that Balthazar may be on this beach. So he's
so
gonna
you're
send
just
it.
gonna continue.
Yeah, send it off again.
Okay.
As we're like getting closer to Cheese, do we still see like the trail of like Like Balthazar blood or no?
You don't see a trail of blood. What you do see is that you notice that you are coming across like more crabs and more washed up algae.
Okay. Did we notice when the blood stopped? Was it like, did it stop like all at once? Or did it stop like slowly?
It stopped very slowly.
Okay. But it, okay. But we did lose the trail after a bit.
In that there is not a trail to find. With the rolls that Monty has made, it does just seem to be that the trail of blood just kind of dies out. Either
Okay.
because it was washed away by the water, which is entirely possible with where like the seaweed line is,
Mm-hmm.
or that the person who was bleeding has just stopped slowly bleeding.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start
But as
yelling
you
for Balthazar again.
move through the fog, you do find Cheese, who
Jeez.
is sat there wagging his little corgi tail and flopping his little corgi ears. And he is sitting next to the stairs, rough hewn out of the side of the cliff, that appear to lead upwards in a jagged line.
Do we recognize this as the beach house?
Roll me a history check.
I'm gonna roll as
Oh.
well. Let's see,
God
what's my history again?
damn.
Oh, that's a 6.
That's a 12 for me.
That's an 11 for me.
dear.
It could be familiar, it could not be familiar. You're not sure how much is just your mind playing tricks on you, honestly.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, I have to see. Never mind. I miss message. I'm fucking taking message again when I level up.
Very useful.
You have to see someone to use Awakened Mind, and they have to be in 30 feet. It's not worth it. It's not a good
No.
fucking trait. Like
No. It's not worth it. I don't know why you would ever get rid of message.
Well,
Okay, who has message? Pink has message. Yulie
I
has
have message.
do
Oh
we,
no.
Do we
That's
split
it?
the party or do we? I'll go up the stairs.
I'm going up the stairs.
yeah, let's go. Let's go together.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
split for too long.
Yeah.
Also, give Jess a break.
Honestly.
Can
Yenna wouldn't want to go anywhere not with people, considering the fog and the weirdness of the place.
Yeah, true.
can Pink get the homunculus to scan the beach like one more time? Like just make one more perception check.
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
That's a 16 this time.
Okay. You can roll me a d6 twice. So you have 2 chances.
6 again. And a 5.
Okay. It has found one living thing.
And if I cast again, spare the dying through it. It's a cantrip, so
You don't hear anything in response.
Poor boy.
can I? I mean, message probably wouldn't do anything.
Yeah,
It could just be
fine.
another crab. It's probably another crab. He will. Wait, how many things can I do it to? How many things can I do it to? He will say like just one second, and he's going to like run to check how far away is the homunculus. Because I feel like I probably have like a rough estimate.
It's about 20 feet in front of you. It's definitely beyond where you can see.
Okay, so every 5 feet, he picks up a little pebble and it starts glowing, and he drops it back down to leave himself a little like
Trail of light.
trail back to the
Alright.
stairs, and just like very quickly
Okay.
goes to check out whatever is on the beach.
You do that for a while till you run across your homunculus.
Yeah.
Which is safely in the pincer of a crab that is trying to run off with it into the sea.
Hey. And he's gonna grab it.
This crab is really clamped down on the homunculus, so
Don't.
you have a crab now, I guess?
Okay, yeah, he just picks up the whole thing. He's just gonna take it with him. He starts running back and is like at the crab, being like, I'm gonna have to pull you out. Like, you could just let go. I'm going up the stairs. Like, you can let go. Trying to
Roll me
reason
animal
with
handling.
nature. Okay.
Yeah, roll me animal handling. That's what reasoning with nature is, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. It's a 6.
6.
Yeah.
This crab is determined that this homunculus is its new best friend.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
adorable.
I have a crab now.
Have a
I'm
crab.
running up the stairs with everyone else.
Okay. So you all ascend the stairs, and it's a winding staircase. It's also a little bit treacherous, I'll be honest. There are a couple of times where you almost lose your footing just because of how slick the rock is from the rain and the fog.
And the blood.
And no, there's no blood on the stairs.
There could be.
There could be. We don't know.
You can
You
roll a
can make
perception
blood.
check if you really want to.
This is 16.
No, I'm going
There's
up the
no blood
stairs.
on the stairs.
I was gonna say it's my blood that's on the stairs.
You're not bleeding
No,
anymore.
you're
You
not.
can
You're
healed a little
fine.
bit.
I healed you like almost halfway. You're not even
I still
bloody.
hurt.
You hurt. You're
I
not
was
bloody.
on fire. I had
You
third
now
degree
feel
burns.
like you've just got a very bad sunburn.
Ow.
You could really do with some aloe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But as you ascend the stairs, you hear like lightning cracking overhead and the clap of thunder. And as the lightning lights up the sky, you do see the outline, jagged against the clouds and through the fog, of a rickety house perched upon the edge of this cliff.
Can I roll a history check on that?
Anyone who wants to roll a history can roll a history.
It's a 14.
Xanth, do you want it?
3. Oh, 4. I'm sorry. I forgot I had an intelligence of +1.
I forgot
Good
I had
to know.
unintelligence, Xanth.
I had 1 intelligence.
Xanth, it doesn't look familiar to you.
Mm.
Monty, Tink, the closer that you get to it through the fog, the more you're like, I kind of know this place. This feels familiar. And Tink, especially, you can line it up with the memory that you had of the pebbled beach and the house on the cliff. Yenna, Yulie, there is a creepy house on a cliff that you are slowly walking towards through very dense fog.
We've been pretty chill about just like following everybody this whole time and like not asking questions, but like that looks like a fucking creepy house and I don't want to go in it. So I'm just gonna sit.
No.
And she's gonna sit on the floor.
No, come on, Yulie.
No, I need to know why. No, I need to know why we're going in there. I'm not going in there.
We've been here before.
No, I haven't. Not me. I haven't been here before.
have been there
That's a haunted
before.
house. That's a haunted house.
It's not haunted. It feels. I've been here. Like I remember this place. I remember it. I've been here. I'm not gonna say what I remember about being here. But I've been
That's
here.
ominous. Okay.
No, I mean, fuck. It's just it's embarrassing. And Monty just sort of like head in hands is just like I'm gonna go into the house now.
Yeah, Tink, I think, is just like, I think he's like a little bit crying and he doesn't quite understand why.
It's just super fucking confused.
Yeah, and he's just like, fuck. And
like one of his friends is fucking crying and the other is just like not.
No, and I think he's gonna turn to Yulie and just say, this has been a lot. I think it is safe here. If you just want to wait outside for a minute, it's okay.
Okay.
We've been here before. It feels safe. Does that make
It-
sense?
Yeah. You're crying, so I'm gonna stay here. But
yeah.
you can she'll like tap her head. She'll be like, you can tell me, just tell us like what's we'll just be right here.
Yeah, I'll send you a message. We're gonna
Okay.
try and find if you hear a person dying, let us know.
Okay.
That's all. I mean, Balthazar. We're here looking for Balthazar. I'm just
Right. Yes.
blood,
Okay.
office in disarray. It's Abraxas. Yeah.
Wait, you said can I roll for history to see if I remember Abraxas?
You can indeed roll for history and see if you remember Abraxas.
I got a 19.
You remember
That
Abraxas. You remember the very, very attractive, very tall, lanky man with white blonde hair and very sparkly, off-putting makeup and flancing clothes.
Monty
You
goes very
remember
red.
Abraxas.
Yeah, you saw Abraxas?
Yeah, and I don't want to talk about it. And he's gonna go into the house.
Monty's
As you get
following.
closer-
Tink.
As you move through the fog towards the shape of the house, the features of it become clearer. And you see the spindles that appear to be holding up curved portions of roof, and you see the battered, salt-worn exterior, the peeling paint, the wood slats, some of which have started to come off from how long the house has sat unused. There is a light on in the topmost window.
We're going in. I'm checking for traps first.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
so Monty and Tink are going in. Zanthe,
Tink-
what are you doing?
Tink's
you've
gonna
grown as a person.
Tink's gonna send his homunculus up to the room with the light.
I got a nat
Oh.
20 on my check for traps.
Okay.
Plus my investigation of 8, so I got a 28.
Okay. So you got a 28 on check for traps.
Yep.
Give me 2 seconds.
That's just me. DC 30 traps on.
I mean, essentially. You don't notice traps per se. You do notice that there's a heavy lock upon the door that appears to have been hastily welded shut. And that there
Okay.
is also some kind of lever chain pulley system by the door. You don't recognize it as a trap.
Mm-hmm.
You also don't recognize it as anything that you're familiar with.
Okay. I'm going to.
Oh, actually, with that as well, you do notice that just in front of the house before you get to the front door, there is a very small little statue of what appears to be an elf sitting by a little pond.
I'm gonna pick up the elf and see if there's a key underneath it. That's a 19 investigation.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hold on.
You said no traps.
I said no recognizable traps.
Uh,
I'm sorry. So dex save.
Yeah, dex save.
That's 11.
An 11?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're doing so good.
Monty,
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe Monty just got inspiration from Ripley. you wanna use that now,
Stop the
bud?
trap from going off.
No, but you wanna use that inspiration maybe on that reflex
You
save?
can. I will let you redeem that inspiration if you would like to add 1d8 to your roll.
Okay. Part of me, though, I want to see what this does.
You're gonna see what it does because you're reacting to it. So
Yeah, I got I added 3 to that roll with my inspiration, so I have a 14 dex save.
Okay. With a 14 dex save, the statue appears to almost shudder in your hands as the eyes of the statue blink open. And while it had been just a sitting elf before, it now draws a tiny little dagger and tries to swipe towards you, but you manage to drop the statue but when that happens and it falls to the ground, innocuous again.
So cute.
so cute.
And Monty just
I'm
like
not the only person that heard that.
It's like
Monty huffs and just goes, ugh, and just like kicks the statue aside.
someone's house.
Make me another dexterity save.
You don't.
That's
you
the
never
15.
learned your lesson.
Wait, no. I never learned my lesson. I'm the man who like went and
Pet mittens
got
until it didn't.
yeah, I was gonna say more recently, my dex save was 15 on that one. More
Okay.
recently, a cleaned acid off of Zanthe's shoe while very much on fire, and idiot took more damage.
Poor idiot.
Monty, you kick the statue and where your foot would have been 2 seconds before, it stabs the ground.
Jesus. Come on, let's try to get in.
Well, Tink sent the homunculus up to the window.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see through the homunculus, but it can understand him.
It can.
So I feel like he's gonna be like just simple yes and no. Is there anyone up there?
So you send the homunculus up and it goes buzzing upwards. Roll me a perception check for it.
Okay. It's also a beetle. It's a big brass beetle for people.
Cute.
It's very cute.
You
It's
have
like
it
a little
tattooed on
teeny,
yourself.
tiny-
I do have it tattooed on my. It's a 15.
A 15?
Mhm.
So you can communicate with the beetle.
Mhm.
The beetle understands common, but does not speak common. You must ask it yes or no questions.
Yeah. So is there someone up there? That's the yes.
Okay.
The yes or no question.
1 buzz for yes, 2 buzzes for no.
Sure. Yeah. He's like, I think that's. Is there anybody up there? One buzz yes, 2 buzz no.
Zzz.
Okay. He's sitting there being like, would this thing have memories? Would this thing like be able to tell who a person is? Is there like a person up there, like a humanoid?
There's a very long pause.
Oh no.
Tink's gonna
confused?
message and be like, he's gonna try and message what he can summon as Balthazar. But
I'm gonna.
yeah. Let me
While
know if
he's
I
doing-
need to roll anything for that.
Roll me a straight d20 to see whether or not you can project from a humanoid mind into the mind of, what is essentially an automaton.
Oh no, message is 120
Oh.
feet. I should be able to.
No.
I'm trying to
But
message
are you sending it?
Balthazar.
Oh, you're trying to message. Sorry, I thought you were trying to message the beetle for some
No.
reason.
No, I can
And I
just
was
talk
like,
to it.
how is this gonna work?
But specifically, he's not at this point trying to message whoever's in the room. He's trying to message Balthazar. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So, like, you could
Yes,
be
it
like,
does
I
make
messaged the
sense.
person in that room, but instead he's gonna be like, no, no, no. I'm gonna try and message someone I know to see if that's the person.
While you're doing this, can I try and climb up the side of the building?
Why? Why?
Because I want to see who's in there.
That's fair.
Yulie, Yenna, all you can kind of hear is just like strange half conversations, buzz once for yes, two for no, a slight yelp from earlier on. You can't quite see what's going on, but
Yulie
the
is
light
too
in the top window
curious.
is getting brighter.
The longer that they're just like outside doing weird shit, she's just like scooching closer and closer, like to figure out what's going on, and eventually just gives up and is like, what are they doing? Just like get up and walk over.
Hey, DM. Do you want to know what I
Mhm.
rolled on trying to climb up the building?
Oh god.
Sure, Monty. What did you roll?
A nat 1.
I knew. Every time.
You didn't do your nat 1 cackle, like.
No, because
Yenna, are you moving up to the building as well?
Yeah, she's not gonna leave Yulie alone or be left alone either. So it's just like boys are so
You
fucking
both-
stupid.
Boys are
You
so
both
fucking stupid.
sidle up.
Yes.
You both sidle up just in time to see Monty get to like the second story and then misses a step, skids on a roof tile, and falls to the ground with a crunch.
Oh my god, I'll cast Featherfall.
Thank God, because I don't have it prepared.
I don't have a prepared either today, so that's good.
I have it. I'll cast
Monty,
Featherfall.
a fall that definitely would have broken a bone. You find yourself slowing before you gently settle against the ground.
Thank you.
What are you guys doing?
I'm going to try to climb the building again.
Stop it! There's someone up there, and it might be Balthazar, and the front door has a big old welded shut lock on it. I don't know. This seemed easier.
Yulie will walk up and cast knock on the door.
I have rolled a 16, and then I just need to
Okay,
add
so
whatever my things are.
Yulie is casting knock on the door. Monty, you have been restrained from trying to climb the building again.
Yeah.
Tink, are you sending a message, or has Monty totally derailed that at this point?
I think he would have tried to send the message before.
What message did you want to send?
That's a really good question.
Is that your blood?
Oh well, yeah. I think just to like, Balthazar, is that you?
There's a very, very long pause, and the light in the top window flickers before. Is what me?
Open the window.
You see the top window creak open.
Cool. My bug's going in there.
So your bug is now inside the building.
Yes. I still can't I can't see through it. But yeah, I guess you're hurt. It's not a question, but it demands a response.
The response that you get is just no fucking shit.
Yeah,
Yulie,
okay.
you knock on the door.
Yeah, I cast knock.
Okay.
No, I cast
How would you
knock.
like to knock? How would you like to knock? Once, twice, 3 times a lady?
I think she probably knocks on the actual lock, whether that's necessary or not. It like just feels like it makes sense. And she'll knock twice, but with the spell the way it is, it's like a loud knock.
So you all hear this loud, resounding knock on the door. And a moment after, A bright little blue phosphorus light starts in the keyhole of the lock, and the door swings open.
Okay. And Balthazar gets 15.
Through the homunculus?
Yeah.
Good to know, good to know.
And that is my last goddamn spell slot.
Oh god.
God.
The door opens onto a house that is in much the same state inside as it is outside. The wallpaper is peeling, the paint is flaking. The furniture itself is incredibly aged, with the varnish so tarnished that several parts of it look like it's gone black and tar-like against the wood. There are pictures on the walls, faded and aged, and a soft light from upstairs.
I mean, you know
Okay.
my boy's running upstairs.
Yeah.
Yulie, Yenna?
Yenna's gonna look at Yulie and be like, "That was impressive." Was-
Thanks. I'm still not going. Well,
I don't know.
you decide. Are we going in?
At this point, God, I'm trying to decide on how much does Yenna know and feel about Balthazar, because like the impressions are vague at best unless I roll, right?
Yes, and you can roll.
Okay, let me roll.
It's just a straight up history check.
14.
A 14?
Yeah.
With a 14, you've heard them band around the name Balthazar, Balthazar, Balthazar all fucking night, and none of it has kind of clicked until now. That name in and of itself is quite familiar to you, to the point where you have definitely had some sort of interactions with this man in the year that none of you can quite remember. The year you're reliving. The year of time gone by. We need a good name for this.
Yeah. We'll workshop
You
it.
get
We'll
the
workshop
vague you get the vague impression of someone who is willing to experiment with magic to the same sort of scale as you are.
Okay. And she's just gonna like look at Yulie, and it's like, you don't have to come. I'm not gonna make you, but like, I think this guy is important and maybe important to me. It's really everything is hard to explain today. But I think I have to know.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Sorry. I just you don't have to.
No, I'm coming. It's fine.
Okay. And then she's gonna kind of start like half running, because it's like she's like feeling like she has to chase the memories. It's like it's weird. Like there's a draw for her.
Yulie will watch Yenna like kind of half run up the stairs. We'll just go, today sucks. And we'll follow.
Today does suck. She's right. Yulie is correct.
No one is arguing with
Yulie,
today sucks.
you can also roll to see if you recognize Balthazar. The
Okay.
name before you see the man, anyway.
Nope.
I
I don't.
All
I
I heard was the
I've
thunk
never
of a
seen this
die.
man in my life. I have zero feelings about him.
I love a roll that's just followed, just like a thunk and then a nope.
Nope. Well,
Can
all
I
right
roll?
then.
Can I roll to see if I like, now that we're in the building, if I have more like memories of the house?
Yeah, of course. So can you, Zanthe, if you'd like to.
Okay.
I- I got an 11.
I got a 15.
An 11 and a 15?
Yeah.
Monty, it's still like it feels familiar, but you swear like it was very different. Like it's that kind of sense of deja vu.
hmm
Like you swear you've been here before, but it definitely wasn't like this. Or was it? Xanth, you've been here before.
Okay.
It's starting to all make a bit more sense now.
Do I have any specific memories that are like that are that are associated with the house, or is it just I know this place?
I mean, you know this place, you have memories of walking through these halls,
Uh-huh.
specifically like exploring.
Okay.
And faintly at the back of your mind, there's something that's like, at least one time you were here, it was dangerous.
Okay, cool.
Who all's going upstairs?
I am.
Tink is upstairs.
I think we
Yeah.
all are. Right?
Yenna.
No history checks, just action.
If you would like to change the background to the very sketchy background of the interior of the house on the cliff,
It's a beautiful background.
Beautiful
Oh,
background
yeah.
of the house
the beautiful background that I will one day finish.
over here. We're here.
You walk up the stairs into a room that is much like the ones downstairs. The paint is peeling off the walls. Once upon a time, it was a quite pleasant shade of blue. It is now quite muddy and muggy and is peeling off in flakes. But there's a fire going in the chimney. It's a little fireplace, a little log burner, and that's raging away right now. And there is like there's several books that have obviously been taken down off of the shelves. There's a small pile of supplies, empty health potion bottles, and Balthazar is sitting in the corner by a couple pieces of wood and just feeding them into the fire burner. He looks incredibly worse for wear. You take in this man that is usually very prim and proper and well cut, and instead you find yourself looking at a sandy haired mess, essentially. There are bruises across his face, one of his eyes is almost swollen shut, and there's a array of bandages just wrapped haphazardly around his midsection.
What the
One
fuck
of his
happened
legs
to
is
you?
definitely twisted at a bad angle. Is that the first thing you say, Monty?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't recognize. I'm gonna history check to see just if I recognize this man. I got a
Go right
17,
ahead.
so I do.
You do indeed recognize Balthazar. You don't 100% remember everything to do with him, but you do recognize this person as someone considered a begrudging ally.
Can
And so
And
that makes my "what the fuck happened to you" all the more appropriate.
you see as he kind of hoists himself up a bit, awkwardly shuffling to press his back further against the wall to sit up and look at you all properly. And he casts message to speak with you, Monty,
Mm-hmm.
instead of opening what is very obviously a bruised jaw. And he just says, Abraxas is what happened to me.
Monty just was okay.
um
Tink, go heal him. He got into a fight with Abraxas.
proceeding. um can I
And then I'm just gonna say back to Balthazar. I take it Abraxas came away better than you did.
yeah. Did you say that
You
out loud or
see,
in message?
Messages.
I say it out loud.
Oh.
Tink's just gonna say, yeah, he did. And like sit down next to Abraxas and start trying to find the healing potion.
next to Abraxas, huh?
Oh, Balthazar.
Or sorry, next to Balthazar. Fuck Abraxas. No.
Gladly.
Even as you're trying to heal Balthazar, he's trying to get to his feet. And he's gripping quite hard to the wall and then to the fireplace until he's standing up.
Sit
No,
down.
sit your
What are you
ass
doing?
down.
Yulie,
literally
Yenna,
needs-
I won't make you roll for this. You do recognize this man.
Okay.
You have the faint memory of a time in which you were afraid and fighting for your lives, and this man helped you, saved you. Like, there are recollections of being underground and surrounded by things that wanted to hurt you, and that you get the sense that this man helped you.
I think I like him, but I also think he annoys me.
I think Tink just kind of nods. I haven't rolled for it yet, but like I feel like, is it fair to say that like Tink knows the vibe? Even if he
Yeah,
doesn't remember
yeah.
like Balthazar is a full person, like he's here and he's vibing. He understands who this person is.
Yeah, you remember the vibe of like learning together, you remember the vibe of like a tense kind of alliance of classes spent with begrudging respect.
Yeah. And
That Balthazar was a person who helped in the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's just trying to like I guess like prattling on and just being like, you need to sit your ass down. I brought health potions from your office. What the fuck are you doing here? Like he's just like going a mile a minute.
Balthazar is just letting him run his mouth while knocking back a couple of the health potions that Tink presses onto him.
Yeah.
And he walks stumblingly with one hell of a limp towards a small rickety table in the corner and kind of motions for you to sit down.
You first.
Yenna is.
Monty's gonna force him to sit down.
Roll me a strength check.
Yeah, really.
Man needs a cane to walk and he doesn't fucking he doesn't want to sit down after being
I mean,
punched,
I'm
like-
not gonna force him to sit down because I got a 6, but I'm gonna try to.
I mean, you are gonna try to, but the man that needs a cane to walk rolled 2 natural 20s when I rolled at disadvantage.
Jesus.
Some people are just stubborn, okay?
He's sick of today. I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, we're all
Yeah,
sick of
yeah.
today.
Mood.
He just very resolutely stays standing, and you see him kind of test whether or not opening his mouth is comfortable now, and he just goes, just sit the fuck down.
You first.
Tink just sits down at the table and stares at him, like unimpressed.
I take it you've had a run-in with Abraxas.
I take it you have
And-
too.
Even as you listen to him, his voice is quite thready and affected. And he just gives a small nod. What are you doing here?
Following your blood.
We saw blood from your office and we followed it here, so
And you dragged
Oh, we're all
these
in this
two
now.
people.
Uh,
Balthazar specifically looking at Yenna and Yulie, quite
don't
like.
Yulie waves tentatively, like, "Yep, I'm here."
Yeah.
don't fuck with them. Just look at us.
He
Yeah,
can't help you. Don't look at him. Look at me.
Yenna is definitely like on the verge of crying. Assuming that the recognition and everything, it's just sort of like, oh, this is really overwhelming. This is a good man, and he is fucked up.
He just kind of sighs and falls heavily into one of the chairs and is like, why would you follow a trail of blood for someone that you don't even know?
We
Tink's really
know
bad
you.
at this. No, Tink's really bad at this. He's instantly gonna be like, because the last time I did that, you were almost dead.
How much do you remember?
Not enough. But a bit.
I'm gonna stick my hand in my pockets.
Yulie's gonna stick her hand in the air, like waiting to be called on.
In class, waiting to be called.
Yeah.
Balthazar's just very confusedly gonna nod towards Yulie.
Do
you don't seem surprised. You don't seem that didn't seem confusing to you. Is there a reason that wasn't confusing to you? Because that's confusing to all of us, and we're living it.
I think this is gonna take a little bit of explaining.
It sits on the floor.
And that's where we're gonna leave it for the night.
No.
Finally. I was like, please.
Can I at least know if there's anything in my pockets?
No, next week.
Fine.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, that's where we're leaving it. We have played for 3 hours, so we are just gonna take it chill. Thank you guys all so much for watching along at home. This has been Hellions of Carnocht. We've loved having you, and we hope to see you again next time. We will be on Going Crit every Monday at I am in GMT, so like 9 o'clock GMT is usually when we play. For
Nine-ish,
me,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, 9ish.
Yeah, we're in a for people in chat, we're in like that weird daylight savings zone where half of us are experiencing daylight savings time and the other half are not. So our schedule, I think, for the next couple weeks is going to be like a little like slippery.
Somewhere between 3 and 4 p.m.
No, somewhere
and
between 4 and
8,
5
9.
p.m. EST for
Yeah,
us.
yeah. It's a little bit confusing, but we play Monday afternoons,
Yeah.
like in American time, and Monday evenings for UK/European time.
Yeah. So keep
We
an
will be
eye.
back
You know
next
what?
week with more.
Keep an eye on our Twitter. That's a great place to
Yeah,
know when we're
that's a
gonna
great
go
idea.
live.
Yes.
Keep
Or
an eye on
join
our
our-
Twitter, join our Discord. We'll post updates there and let you know when we're streaming.
Yeah.
And then once we're out of confusing daylight savings times, we can give you an actual hour.
Yeah, again, because we were all very confused today.
Striker has just asked, but does Mittens love Monty? The answer to that question will be revealed when you meet Mittens again. But the soft answer is, does a cat ever really love anybody?
Wow, first of all, yes, how dare you?
First,
All right.
But yeah, join us on Discord. Thank you so much for watching. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you for the wonderful subs and your continued support. It means so much that you guys have joined us for this evening. If you would like to support the show in any way, as I said, you can join our Discord. You can follow us on Twitter. Or if you would like to, you can also join us over on Patreon and unlock some behind-the-scenes stuff with extra videos, homebrew content, artwork, and a lot of other things. And until next time, see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.